What's up, everyone? Major Tom here. I've been creating a new kind of indicator for the Patreon members to kind of give them something that they can swing trade with, and not just day trade calls and puts all the time. But that's pretty much out now. I'm just trying to make a few more changes, and I should release it soon. We're gonna get to see a little bit of that today. So it looks like Super Trend, and it's filtered by these buy and sell signals that kind of go off of some logic that I use to trade. So anytime you see these green clouds and red clouds, that's basically just super trend code, but in order to prevent a bunch of wash sales, it filters the super trend out. So as you notice, like right here, there's a green cloud, but there's no buy signal, and that's because that was filtered out. So here we have a buy signal, here we have a sell signal, and then we see the SPY completely just fall that day. This morning in the pre-market, we see a buy signal, and there's also a gap detected right here at 360.5. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see a bounce today off of 360.5, or even the 360 line, which is right here, which is where the bullish momentum came from in the pre-market. Every time we hit this 360 line that Goldman Sachs and a lot of other bankers have predicted the SPY is going to be at the end of this year, it's like, okay, the SPY is a little too oversold, let's buy it again, right? Because technically the SPY is supposed to progress towards 360. It's not just supposed to be at 360 in October, right? So by that method, or by that logic, every time it hits 360 so far, we've seen kind of like a little bit of a rally. And I don't know if people have noticed or not, but the reverse repo market is starting to come down in value, which means that the big institutional investors that use the reverse repo market are moving their cash back towards equities, which is bullish, right? So we have a few things that are bullish coming up. Also, it seems like there is going to be an oil crisis on top of all the natural gas and energy crises going into this winter. So most of you already know my oil stock. It's HighPeak Energy. I love HighPeak. Oh geez, there's way too many gaps on this chart. Turn that off. All right. I personally love HighPeak Energy, and right now it seems like the pre-market slash post-market, there's barely any trading on this. One of the reasons why I like HighPeak a lot is because it's an oil company, and its November earnings report is forecasted to be a 1.06, which is showing a linear trend progression on earnings, and just about every one of their earnings is a slight miss. And I'm pretty bullish on this earnings actually being a beat, even though it's higher than the rest, and that's because just about every oil and gas and energy company is likely to beat in November. So that's kind of my outlook on that. Going back to Kingsoft Holdings, I am starting to look a little bit more into China because I was watching the Chinese Bloomberg last night after the football game, and it looked like most Chinese analysts are starting to leverage a little bit back into China. And I think we could kind of see that on October 4th when just about every Chinese equity kind of started shooting up a lot. So Kingsoft was pretty much dead around the $2 mark, and then all of a sudden just jumped up to $2.41. Sorry, you can't even see it. So pretty much every Chinese equity was dead right here around $2, then shot all the way up to like $2.41. And to me, it appears like Chinese equities are a thing again. Look, we have a sell signal here, and some chop trading right here, but it looks like we're currently in a downtrend. If you can get Kingsoft Holdings for around $2, let me just say it's a fantastic, fantastic deal. Take a look at Kingsoft's earnings, right? Every time they forecast low, below the, below zero, and they had these surprise beats. Sorry, they have these surprise beats that are almost above zero. And if you didn't know, Kingsoft is like the Chinese Microsoft, and it has a 1 year price target of $4 by many, many analysts. So buying at $2 or 50% of its 1 year target is actually a really, really good investment in my opinion. And they have 10.2K employees. They basically do cloud storage and cloud computation services, so Microsoft. Um, I know I've looked up a valuation on this before, and I've showed why I'm bullish on this before, but we're going to do it one more time just to kind of give you an idea of what this company's fair value might look like. So take a look at this. So this is macro axis, and macro axis is fair valuing Kingsoft at $11.39. Current market value is $2.10, and it's man, its naive value is $2.50. So this is just like a company that has a whole lot of book value, and in my opinion, the only reason why it's down is because Chinese stocks aren't doing well right now. So, in my opinion, like a company with 10,000 employees isn't just going to go underwater, like, even in a recession. And buying this stock is a really, really good idea. But um, that's enough for me. Do I think short term it can fall a little bit further? Yeah, probably. It could probably go back to $2, maybe a little below $2. Anything below 190, I highly doubt it. Um, that's currently my viewpoint on Kingsoft. So I'm looking to add into that position again. I did sell a little bit at the peak because I got a sell signal and I was up quite a lot from the $2 buy and made some good money. But just look at stuff like that. It's going to be another rough week, more than likely, unless Jay Powell decides to change his mind and stop raising rates. But, I'm not incredibly hard set on Jay Powell continuously raising rates anymore, just because of all the, what other people are doing globally. Like we saw England print money, and we're seeing other countries start to print money again. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes back on like what he said and just starts turning on the QE printer. Um, it also seems like the war in Russia is escalating, so that's a whole nother set of worms. But there's definitely some huge events going on. Make sure you're paying attention to the current events because just every single day it's like where the market's going is changing and it's pretty crazy out there. So trade safe and good luck. Peace.